Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have seen protein energy malnutrition. In today's video, we are going to discuss another common nutritional disorder, that is obesity. Learning objective for today's video are: first we will see definition, assessment and causes of obesity. Then we will see what are the various metabolic changes occurring in the obesity. And in the end, we will discuss treatment of obesity. To download lecture notes and other interesting stuff related to biochemistry, please visit website biochemistrybasics.com. Malnutrition may be of two types. First one is undernutrition and second one is overnutrition. And overnutrition is otherwise called as an obesity. Obesity is the most prevalent nutritional disorders, particularly in the developed countries. And all over the world, obesity is more prevalent in affluent people. Obesity is the condition in which excess fat has accumulated. This is due to increased energy intake and decreased energy expenditure. It is commonly due to excessive deposition of triacylglycerol in the body stores like adipose tissues. In obesity, there is an increase in adipocyte numbers as well as size of adipocytes. Obesity is assessed by body mass index, which is also known as a obesity index, and this BMI is calculated as weight in kg divided by height in meter square. And as per World Health Organization, if BMI is less than 18.5, then person is considered as underweight. If BMI is in between 18.5 to 24.9, then person is considered as a normal weight. If BMI is in between 25 to 29.9, then person is considered as a overweight or pre-obese. And if BMI is greater than or equal to 30, then person is considered as a obese. So that is the relationship between BMI and obesity. Now we will see types of obesity. So there are two main types of obesity. First one is the apple-shaped obesity, which is most commonly seen in the male, and the second one is pear-shaped obesity, which is most commonly seen in the female. In the apple-shaped obesity, excess amount of fat is accumulated above the waistline, that is particularly in the belly region. While in the pear-shaped obesity, excess amount of fat is accumulated below the waistline, that is particularly around the hips and around the thigh area. So that is about types of obesity. Now we will see causes and consequences of obesity. So the first and common cause of obesity is taking high calorie food with sedentary lifestyle. Another important cause of obesity is hormonal imbalance like Cushing syndrome and hypothyroidism, then stress induced overeating, family history of obesity, taking certain medications and poor sleep. So these are the various causes of obesity. Now this obesity can lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, that is hypertension, fatty liver, heart disease like atherosclerosis and myocardial infarction, kidney disease, cancer, metabolic syndrome and arthritis. So that is about causes and consequences of obesity. Now we will see role of leptin and ghrelin in obesity. So ghrelin is the hormone which is produced by the cells of gastrointestinal tract, and it is considered as a hunger hormone. The level of ghrelin is increased before taking food. And the leptin is the hormone which is secreted by adipocytes, and it serves as a satiety signal. When there is an adequate amount of energy sources are available in the body, there is an increased level of leptin which reduces the food intake. So this feedback regulation is disturbed in obesity. So that is the role of leptin and ghrelin in obesity. Now we will see metabolic changes occurring in the obesity. So the first and important metabolic change which occur in the obesity is insulin resistance. It is due to lack of physical activity and increased fat deposition, which leads to decreased insulin sensitivity due to downregulation of insulin receptors on peripheral tissues like adipose tissues and muscles. And this insulin resistance leads to lipolysis. So there is an increased free fatty acid in the circulation, and this increased free fatty acid in the circulation leads to hyperlipidemia because there is an increased lipogenesis which result in increased cholesterol, triacylglycerol, LDL and VLDL. So that is about metabolic changes occurring in the obesity. Now we will see treatment of obesity. So this is the treatment chart which is done in case of obesity. So if BMI is greater than or equal to 25, then various lifestyle modification like diet modification, which involves restriction of high calorie food and high fat diet, consumption of balanced diet with higher amount of dietary fibers, physical activity which involves brisk walking, meditation, yoga, swimming and cycling, and behavior modification. And pharmacotherapy with orlistat, various drugs like orlistat and phentermine when the BMI is greater than or equal to 27 with comorbidity, and BMI greater than or equal to 30 without comorbidity, and the surgery like bariatric surgery, which is partial gastrectomy, is done if BMI is greater than or equal to 35 with comorbidity, and BMI greater than or equal to 40 without comorbidity. So that is the pyramid of treatment done in case of obesity. So that is all about obesity. These are my references. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe Biochemistry Basics by Dr. Amit, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you can get all the notifications from it. Thank you.